As business owners, we are constantly striving to provide the best possible service to our clients. To achieve this, we often seek external assistance in the form of a course, a training, or a seminar. In today's episode, we will find out under what circumstances these can be deducted as business expenses, so stay with us.
Welcome to the Business Lessons in Denmark podcast. I'm Rezsö and my conversation partner is Katalin Balog, the owner of the accounting firm Cool Accounts APS. Hi Kati, how are you today?
Hi Rezsö, I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Good, thank you. But before we dive into today's topic, we received a question from one of our dear listener, Agnes Bari, who wants to know how and to what extent an employer can provide workloads to their employees.
Great question. And totally valid, as we previously only looked at the possibility of deducting of workloads from the perspective of a sole proprietor. By the way, if anyone missed that episode, they can access it via the link in the top right corner of the video, or if you are listening to us from another platform, the link will be available in the episode description. But back to the question. If employees receive uniforms or work clothes that are necessary for the specific job and cannot replace everyday clothing, meaning they cannot be used for private purposes, then they can be deducted as business expenses, and the employee does not have to pay taxes on them.
Okay, so if it's specialized clothing, like a police officer's uniform or a doctor's coat, a hard hat for construction workers, or slipper-resistant safety shoes for kitchen staff, then the company can deduct it as an expense, and the employee doesn't have to pay taxes on the clothing, even though it's a benefit.
Yes, exactly. In many companies, such specialized clothing or uniforms are not necessary. Instead, employees work in everyday clothes, like a t-shirt or comfortable pants or something similar. In such cases, if the clothing is branded with the company's name or logo, and the employee uses the clothing during work hours, it can still be deducted as an expense for the company and will not be taxable for the employee, provided that the value does not exceed the limit set by the tax office, which is 7,000 crowns in 2024.
So it is 7,000 Danish crowns on an annual basis, right? And not for a single piece of clothing?
No. We are not talking about Versace or Balenciaga clothes. No. So if all the branded t-shirts, work pants, jackets, and other items the employee receives in 2024 don't exceed 7,000 crowns, the employee does not have to pay tax on them. And the company can deduct them as an expense.
And what if the clothing isn't branded?
If the employer provides everyday clothing suitable for regular private use, like shirts, blouses, suits, or similar items, because the employees need to look elegant, for example, in a hotel, and these do not feature the company's name or logo, then it counts as a taxable benefit for the employee. So it is possible, but the employee will have to pay taxes on the value of the items.
Yeah, okay, I understand. Good to know, Kati. Thanks for the detailed answer, and thanks to Aggie for the great question.
Yes. Yeah, it was a great question, really. Now, Rezsö, tell me, what's up with you?
A few days ago, I came across an ad for a half-day drone seminar, and it was so compelling that I signed up within 5 minutes.
Okay. So the ad fulfilled its purpose. And what is the seminar about?
I mentioned in a previous episode that I needed a drone. Since then, I bought one, but realized I'm not so good with it. I've used the drone before and managed to make the promotional video for the holiday resort we talked about.
Okay.
But it seems has been some technological advancement and there are new features that I'm not familiar with. So I could use a refresher on drone usage.
I see. So let me guess. Your question is whether you can deduct this half-day drone seminar as an expense in your company?
You are reading my mind. Yes, it would be great to deduct it because it's not cheap and also it's for my company. I hope that's good enough for the tax office.
Oh, I understand. According to tax regulations, the cost of courses, seminars, and training sessions can be deducted if they are directly related to your current job and income generation.
Yes, that fits so far.
Great. Now, this direct relation means that the course content must not be too general.
Okay, but what would too general mean for a course?
A good example would be a language course. Many business owners learn Danish, for example, since we live in Denmark, and obviously speaking Danish will positively impact your business. However, a Danish language course, or any language course for that matter, cannot be deducted as a business expense because it's too general and not directly related to your company's professional activities.
I see now. So even though learning Danish will help me in my business, it will also benefit my private life. So it's not directly related to my business activities.
Yes, that's right. Therefore, such courses are considered private expenses. But the same category includes communication courses, self-awareness courses, self-development courses, and similar ones. Many people work on themselves, develop their personalities, enhance their communication skills, improve their understanding of themselves and the world, attend courses or therapy sessions where they work through past traumas, increase their skills, and so on. This is all fantastic and undoubtedly advances not only their private life, but also their business. However, these cannot be deducted as business expenses. The rules are very clear on this matter.
Yeah, I understand. So it's about me developing my self awareness or skills as an individual. And if I get into a better state, everything in my life will improve, including my business, but it's still a private expense and cannot be deducted as a business expense because it's not directly related to my profession.
Yes, exactly. But there is another condition for deducting the costs of courses, seminars and training sessions and similar, which is that the purpose must be to maintain and update your existing professional knowledge, not to acquire new competencies.
So if I want to learn a new profession, I cannot deduct its cost?
No. If you want to work, for example, as a master, in addition to photography, you cannot deduct the cost of the massage course in your company because it's a completely new field, new competency. Similarly, higher education costs are not deductible either.
Not even higher education?
No, unfortunately not. If you are building a new competency through training or a course, it would count as a private expense and may not be deducted as a business expense.
I see. So, to summarize, to deduct the drone seminar as an expense, it must be directly related to my business activities. I think this condition is met. Additionally, it must aim to update and maintain my existing competencies, so it cannot be higher education or completely different field. I believe this condition is also met since I already use a drone and just want to update my knowledge on the latest technological advances. Am I right in thinking this course would pass the test, Kati?
Yes, based on what you said, I think so.
Yay. I can't wait for the seminar. Thanks, Kati, for the useful information today.
You are so welcome, Rezsö.
Dear listener, thank you for your attention today. If you have a question you'd like to get answered in a future episode, don't hesitate to send it to us. You can find our contact information in the show notes. Today's episode was sponsored by Cool Accounts APS. If you don't want to struggle alone with your business finances and taxes, contact us through our website www.accounts.cool. And don't forget to subscribe and follow our Facebook page for useful and up-to-date information. We wish you a successful week.